Hey everyone, and welcome back to Wandering Waggar's Adventure Family Travel. Today, we're taking you on a wild ride down the Kwai River in Thailand to one of the region's most incredible floating river lodges. And we're going to try to give you the tips that you need to know to enjoy this experience for yourself. Before we start, I'd love it if you could hit those like and subscribe buttons. It's a small thing that really helps us to keep bringing you adventure family travel tips. We're taking you to Kanchanaburi, Thailand, a region just a stone's throw away from the busy streets of Bangkok that many travelers to Thailand completely ignore. Kanchanaburi is best known for its wartime history, one which inspired some of the most epic stories from World War II, including the battles of the bridge over the River Kwai and the tragedies of the Death Railway and Hellfire Pass. Today, this area, just 2 hours from the wild atmosphere of Khao San Road, is a peaceful escape where reflection and natural beauty offer a welcome change from a tragic past. Our floating river lodge stay was one of our favorite accommodations during our entire trip to Thailand. It offered us a chance to immerse ourselves in the lush Thai jungle, visit waterfalls, hike through caves, and learn about Thailand's hill tribes, who have become such an important part of the country's culture. So if you're looking for an off-the-beaten-track experience in Thailand that very few others know about, buckle up for our visit to the floating lodges on the Kwai River. River Kwai floating lodges and hotels offer a unique opportunity to escape the hustle and bustle of Bangkok. Rather than waking up to the sounds of traffic, you wake up to the musical chirping of birds, the calls of monkeys, and the babble of water slapping off the hotel's pontoons. Our 2-night stay at River Kwai Jungle Rafts started at Phuttakian Pier, where we boarded a longtail boat along with a few other guests for a ride out to their floating hotel. When we arrived at River Kwai Jungle Rafts, we were greeted by an enthusiastic crew of staff from the local Mon village, a small on-site village of refugees from the cultural genocide that occurred in Myanmar or Burma, similar to the Karen Hill tribes that we met during our time in Chiang Mai. Our first impression of River Kwai Jungle Rafts was great. The staff was very friendly. The teak design, wooden floors, and natural floral decor instantly brought us into a world of simple tranquility. The lodge offers everything that you need to enjoy yourself in serenity, and nothing that you don't. Every room at River Kwai Jungle Rafts is set up to accommodate either a queen bed and a single bed, or 2 double beds. Because we were traveling as a family of 4, we booked 2 separate neighboring rooms. 1 room for Christina and I, and 1 room for our 2 children, Cohen and Dylan, who are 11 and 9. Unlike some of our other accommodation experiences, there were no rules saying that an adult had to accompany the children in a room, which meant a happier sleeping experience for all involved. But if your children are younger or non-swimmers, you may feel more comfortable sharing accommodations with them. While the location and atmosphere gave the air of luxury, the accommodation itself is what I like to call comfort basic. The rooms don't have any electricity. Light is handled by battery-powered lantern or from sunlight during the day. All of the rooms at Kwai River Jungle Adventures are connected via a riverside walkway at the front and include a private deck facing the village bank at the back. Both sides have wide windows that can be opened to let the light in, which is more than enough for most people. There was minimal storage in the room. We stored our carry-on size luggage on a table near the bathroom, which was a bit awkward to access, but it was functional. All of the rooms at our Kanchanaburi floating hotel had a table and hammock just outside the room, looking out over the river. There was also a small dock at the bottom of a stairwell with 2 lounging chairs and a ladder leading into the water. The rooms are made with woven bamboo and teak wood in the style of the Mon culture that staffs the hotel. The beds have mosquito nets, which is useful during the hot, rainy season when bugs in the area can get pretty aggressive. We went during the shoulder season and barely saw a mosquito at all. Our stay at the Kwai River Floating Hotel included quite a few things that make for a perfect restful break from the busy world. There are 3 meals offered at the open-air dining area, which serves a range of traditional Thai foods that perfectly matches the incredible atmosphere of the Kwai River. During the evenings, the restaurant converts to a bar that serves traditional cocktails, wine, and beer. Along with the restaurant, Kwai River Jungle Rafts also offers on-site massages and a traditional Mon's dance show for an additional cost. We took in the dance show and it was really fantastic. The kids loved all the movement and the traditional music. One of the most popular amenities at Kwai River Jungle Rafts is river floating. The current of the Kwai River moves at a quick pace as it flows through the narrows of the Karst mountain range. Because of that current, you can jump off the end of the dock upstream and get swept into the current, swimming over to the accommodation docks and selecting your choice of ladders to climb up and do it all again. Life jackets are mandatory for all participants, and I highly recommend only doing this activity if you are a confident swimmer. The current moves quickly, and you'll need to hold onto the ladder firmly to avoid being swept downstream. We actually saw someone who was not able to make it to the final ladder at the floating lodge and had to be rescued by boat further down the river. Kwai River Jungle Rafts also offers free access to kayaks and stand-up paddle boards for those who want to explore the river for themselves. This is a great way to get up close and personal to the towering cliffs and rock faces that make the River Kwai so beautiful. For those who want to explore the river in a more casual way, there are also bamboo raft floats available where families can enjoy a downstream float guided by a staff member and then relax as they're towed back upstream by boat. The floating lodges are amazing for relaxation, but if you want some adventure, you're in luck too. There are a great selection of off-site activities that can be booked in the lodge's common area. We signed up for a Lawa cave tour. Kanchanaburi's largest and most famous cave is located right behind the float house in Sayak National Park. This is another one of the Kanchanaburi floating lodges. The cave is so immense that it has never been completely explored, but we were able to walk through the first few massive chambers. Within the cave, we came across stunning stalactites, towering stalagmites, cool rock formations, and a colony of local Kunkiti bats, the world's smallest bat. We also made a visit to Sayak Falls. Sayak Waterfall is located in a completely different part of Sayak National Park from Lawa Cave. The waterfall cascades down a series of limestone cliffs, creating a wonderful view as it splashes into the waters of the Kwai River. The falls are surrounded by thick jungle, but have been made accessible by road, boat, and hiking trail. There are picnic grounds nearby, as well as historic ruins that date back hundreds of years. We spent a few hours strolling around the popular park, following the river to its source, and just enjoying the peaceful scenery popular among Thai locals. Another popular tour from the floating lodges is the Hellfire Pass Memorial Museum and Interpretive Center. This is one of the best experiences in Kanchanaburi, focused on the Death Railway, an infamous railway designed by the Japanese during World War II and built by slave labor and POWs. Tens of thousands of whom perished from disease, malnutrition, and exhaustion. The museum and the associated trails are built at the location where most of the deaths occurred while the railway was under construction. The museum includes testimonials from POWs who lived through the atrocities of the Thai-Burma Railroad construction and represents the countries that lost the most soldiers, including the British, Dutch, and the Australians. Most of the Kanchanaburi floating hotels are staffed by Mon villages. We took a tour of the hotel and learned about the unique culture of the Mon people and the efforts that the local villagers are making to retain their culture. A difficult task for displaced people living with new languages and cultures. One of Kwai River Jungle Raft's unique things is also one of its most controversial. The Mon's village that staffs the lodge have a resident mahout and elephant. The elephant was formerly part of the Thailand's lumber industry, and now it is cared for by the villagers. It makes visits every morning to the back of the lodge, where we were able to feed and interact with it. Visit the elephant, but make it a learning opportunity. While I recognize that working elephants are best given spaces in an elephant sanctuary such as Elephant Hills, where we would spend a few days later in our trip, I also recognize that Thailand is still going through a learning and educational shift from using these animals as labor to recognizing their value as living creatures and wild animals. The elephant is not ridden by guests and is not used for labor around the village. Staying at Kwai River Jungle Rafts was one of our favorite things to do in Thailand. Fun and exciting destination for family travel in the country. You can book your own experience at Kwai River Jungle Rafts by checking out the link in our description. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit those like and subscribe buttons. It really does help us out. And we'll see you next time on Wandering Waggoner's Adventure Family Travel.